So I had a crazy shift in thinking this week when it comes to my kids' education, and I'm hoping this makes sense. Like most parents, I've set up 529s for both of my kids, which is to save money for college, because we all know how expensive college is. And it just seems crazy that I started saving, when they were babies, but here we are. I always thought to myself, well, what if they don't choose to go to college, or the college thing just doesn't work out? What's going to happen to that money? And at the same time, I've been sitting over here stressing about wanting to put them into a classical Christian private school that costs a lot of money. As I've been researching the way that classical Christian private schools work, I began to realize that I would actually rather invest money in my kids now when they're young, when they're forming into the people that they're going to be, than save all that money for college that they may not even go to, and when it may be, past the time when they can be formed into the kind of character-driven people that I want them to be. Christian schools, they are learning how to be students, but also active citizens. They're learning things that public schools don't really teach anymore. Things like reason, logic, critical thinking, debate, philosophy, poetry, art, beauty, wonder. They're reading the classics, and overall, they're pursuing the truth. In the classical Christian model, they're learning self-discipline, accountability. They don't learn just facts and skills, but they learn how to think critically, to pursue truth, to engage in civil debate, and that they learn is crucial to participating in a free society. You can't teach things like that in the public schools these days because you will offend somebody or you will get canceled. Public schools are teaching kids how to become workers, not thinkers. And though only about 1% of kids attend a classical Christian school, they have some of the highest academic results. I could send my kids to public school for free, but instead I'm going to invest in who they are and give them the best education possible and take that money, and I'm going to use it now. We're creating a nation of people that has no depth. They don't think, they don't reason, they don't listen. And I think this country would be way better off if as many kids as possible could go to a classical Christian school, or at least a classical school. We need more money for scholarships so more people can do that. We need tax credits for school choice. We need parents to be able to choose their kids to go to a school like this if they want to. I'm fortunate enough to be able to pay for it, but most people aren't. And if this is the kind of education somebody wants their kid to have, there should be a way to make that happen. I'm getting so fired up about this. I just read a book about classical Christian education. I'm writing a piece about it. And I just want to shout from the rooftops that we need more of this in this country. And if you can get your kid to a classical school, I would 100% do it.